Well, good morning. It's been ages. I have been at work. We had some glorious weather over the last week or so, and I've been sat at my desk looking out of the window at it. And now I've got a weekend off. There is a storm apparently coming in, but at the moment it's dry, so we've got a bit to do. I'm back on the hanging cupboards. Got to hang the doors. I redid the doors, hang those, and put the side panels on to those. This morning I have been up to the electrical place, and they're going to, there's a guy up there who's a bit of an expert on camper vans, so he's going to go over my electrics and make sure that they're in, so that next week I can start boxing in the garage part and bring over the beds, so that we can start building the shower unit and the wardrobes over. So getting to exciting times now, starting the build now, and it's really fantastic to think that we're going down that route now. So this morning I have scribed out the sides because they're a bit fiddly around the edges. I've scribed those out. I'm going to cut the side panels for that this morning, get them painted up. In one of the side panels next to the door is going to be the dimmer switch for the lights underneath the cabinets, and also the Truma heater control panel is going to be there too. So hopefully going to get that sorted this morning. Bronnie, as usual, if I'm off, Bronnie's working. That's the way it goes. So she's working today and tomorrow, but she has put another coat of paint over the two side walls of this week, and they've dried. I've had a look at them this morning. She's done a fab job of that. So we're going to leave. There's going to possibly be on the one side that's going to be exposed, we're going to have another coat of paint on that, but we're going to wait now until we've started construction, so that we're not marking it and things like that. Enough waffle, I better crack on. So they're all propped open at the moment, but they're all hanging straight, which is a good thing. Just got to get the little piece of metal at the bottom which the lock catches on and get that sorted. That's my next job. And then I have been painting this end piece and making a hole for the electric socket, and cracking on. So this is the end panel for the hanging cupboards, and then here I've got a touch button switch for the lights underneath the cupboard, the strip light LEDs with a dimmer switch on it. And then just about sort of here is going to cut another hole, and that's going to be the where the Truma heating control lives. And that's what I've been playing around with, getting this fitted to. It fits now just nice and snugly around the bits and bobs of the ceiling and around the edge. So that's taken me a little bit of a while, I've got to say, but I think it's coming out all right. It's coming out okay. So I'll just crack on with this for a while. And a short while later, you can probably hear the kettle boiling, but a short while later, that's ready to go. Obviously once it's screwed on, they'll be filled, those holes around the edges there, and job will be a good one, I think. Okay, so went and picked up the van from the auto electrician, and well, it's nothing to get overexcited about, but he did say that the wiring was perfect, which was fantastic news. But as I say, you know, I haven't got overexcited about it or anything. I'm not too sure if I've actually mentioned it to Bronnie yet. Oh, hi, hon. Who's the cleverest person in the world?
You are.
Am I a clever boy?
You are.
You fed up of me asking that question?
I am.
I'm watching YouTube. Okay, maybe once or twice. But I was really pleased because for those that have done a van build, those that are contemplating a van build, they know that the electrics are very important, and if you're not a professional, I do recommend doing what I did. And all jokes aside, I was happy that I had done the best job I could, but I am no expert, so to have an auto electrician oversee it, overlook it, overlook it, and make sure that everything is in order, it just gives me that peace of mind. Luckily he went through it with a fine-tooth comb and was very, very pleased. But I would have also been pleased if he picked up if there were any little faults, because one, I don't want the van bursting into flames, and two, I think if there was a niggly fault, my fault finding may be, well, it's non-existent. You know, I know what I've fitted, but I wouldn't want to be put in that position. So really pleased that that's gone well. Onwards and upwards. The next thing, I'm expecting a call back now from Phantom Tracker, which is a tracker company, obviously. I had looked at some cheaper versions, but the problem is with cheaper versions is they're not approved by your insurer anyway. They have to be Thatcham approved to get any sort of discount on your insurance, and I've gone down that, or we're going to go down that route. It's going to yeah, the next question was which level do I have, and if you look at all the options within the systems, you end up going for the top one. At the end of the day, it's a valuable bit of kit, but it's not only just the tracker. There's tow alerts, there's battery alerts, there's a ghost system on it, so you know people can't clone your keys and things like that. And it will just give us peace of mind. Last night for the electrics, we left the van up there overnight, and you know, although they promised me faithfully we'd be indoors into a locked garage, I had a sleepless night worrying about it, and I thought, well, this is ridiculous. It's a van at the end of the day. If it gets stolen, it gets stolen, and there's nothing much we can do about it. But it did make me think, well, you know, it's time now, whilst we're still in the carcass stage, to get that fitted and out of the way. So just expecting a call on that. If you have any thoughts on that, on trackers and that type of thing, please leave a comment below. It would be very, very handy to have your thoughts, because as I say, nothing's set in steel yet. I'm just having a call back to have a conversation with them. I have already checked out, yes, it does cover Europe as well with a SIM card in it and all of that type of thing. But it isn't cheap, you know. You have to spend a good few £100 first of all to put the thing in place, and then it's, I think it was £13.50 a month for monitoring, etc. But the idea of just putting one of those plug and go things and having an app on the phone, now that's not happening. It's not secure enough. It doesn't afford me any discount on my insurance, so you know, over a period of time, some of that money will come back from insurance discount, and peace of mind, you know, to have that peace of mind is possibly invaluable. Last night, seriously, I didn't have a good night's sleep at all, because I was thinking, oh, you know, it's in somebody else's care. Very responsible people and all the rest of it, but at the end of the day, it's, you know, it's at home. There's no way that van is leaving this property without us knowing about it, for various reasons, but there isn't. When it's in somebody else's care, you just don't know, even though it's encased in a industrial unit. And I'm sure there's other things in that unit that are more preferable for a thief, but that's not the point. You still end up having a sleepless night. So that's my thoughts on it. But if you have any ideas on it, or if you want to pass on any information, or perhaps you disagree with having a tracker fitted and think it's a waste of money, leave the comments below so we can have a little look through them and decipher some further information. Obviously the phone call is going to come from a salesperson. They're gonna tell me all the good things or good reasons for having one. But if there are bad reasons, I'd like to know that too. Anyway, enough about that. I'm gonna crack on a little bit. Okay, it's not completed just yet, but it's getting there. And the end panel is going to look like that. Obviously the screw heads are going to be filled and repainted, but it's getting there. And I wanted to finish this vlog, otherwise I'll never get it up. So next job's going to sand that back down, that wall, and repaint that. And then the next one is going to be the surround at the back. That's going to be carpeted and with like a panel that's going to go around, so that I can start bringing that bed over. Hopefully going to start that. I'm back in work this afternoon, working late, but I'm going to start that tomorrow. In fact, tomorrow. Okay, we'll see how it goes. Anyway, I'll see you in the next vlog.